Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making a plus size crochet crop top. So the first thing you are going to want to do is create our slip knot. And once you have your slip knot created, we are going to chain 15. And the part we're working on right now is the breast cup. So go ahead and chain 15 and meet me back when you are done. So at this point, you should be getting around to having 15 chains, and once you do, you are going to chain 2 more and work 1/2 double crochet into the third chain from your hook, and you're going to work 1/2 double crochet into each chain until you reach all the way to the bottom. So go ahead and finish that, pause the video if you have to, and then I'll meet you back when I'm done. So at this point, I am coming up on my last stitch, and you're just going to work 1/2 double crochet into that stitch, and I'm just showing you what it should look like now. Don't worry, it will start forming in a minute. So you've done that, and now it's time to work along the foundation chain. And I know it's a little hard to see, but what you're going to do is work 1/2 double crochet into the very next chain that you see. So make sure you look really closely because you do not want to work a double crochet into your previous stitch. So just pay close attention, and I'm going to zoom in for you and show you where you should be working your half double crochets. I know I picked the worst color to be trying to do a tutorial on, but I really believe in you guys, and I know that you'll be able to get it. You're going to be working down the other side, so if you need to, make sure you count, and you should have 15 stitches along the other side. So I've gone ahead and I have my 15 stitches, and now we're going to start really forming the cup. So you're at the end of the row, and what you want to do is chain 2 and work 1/2 double crochet along the length of your chain until you reach the top. And once we get to the top, I'm going to show you what you have to do. So just go ahead and work all of your double crochets, and I'll meet you back when we get to the top. So at this point, I'm coming up on my last couple of stitches, and I just want to show you what you have to do when you get to the very top of your work. So I'm trying my best to show you where the stitches that you need to work into. So just pay close attention and try to see as best as you can. I do apologize. So what you want to do is you're going to work 3/2 double crochet into the very top stitch on your work. So I'm just trying to point it out to you. And if you can see it right there, to make it easier, the stitch you want to work into is the last stitch you did before you started working in the foundation row way back when we first started. So that's the stitch you want to work into, and you want to put 3/2 double crochets into that stitch, and then after you do that, you just put 1/2 double crochet into every stitch along the other side. Okay, you should be coming along your last stitch, or your last couple of stitches if you're following along with me. So this is what it should look like. This is our second row, and for me personally, for my bra size, I did 5 rows. So you just chain 2, turn your work, and you're going to repeat that same process over again. So you're going to put 1/2 double crochet along the side until you reach the top where you have your 3/2 double crochets, and then you're going to find the middle stitch and put 3/2 double crochets into that same stitch. And this is how we're going to grow our breast cup to make it bigger. So I'm just going to speed through this part because it's pretty self-explanatory. So just continue to do that until you reach the top. And I'm just going to show you one more time. I'm just finding where I have my 3 half double crochets in one stitch, and I located my middle stitch. I like to keep my thumb on there. You could also use a stitch marker, it's up to you. And I'm going to proceed to put my 3 half double crochets into that one stitch. And then of course, after you've done that, you proceed to put 1 half double crochet into each stitch down the side until you reach the bottom. And make sure when you reach the bottom you always chain 2. That's so it flares out at the bottom instead of curving in. That's not what you want. You want it to flare out, just kind of like a bra would. So go ahead and do that, and that's how you're going to complete your cup. So at this point, I've gone ahead and completed my 5 rows, and this is what your cup should look like. You see it's starting to curve at the top and flare out the bottom. So now we're gonna move on to the next part. For this part, I'm actually just doing regular double crochets. When it comes to crocheting, I'm a very impatient person and I like my work to grow faster, and the fastest way to do that is to do a taller stitch. So at the end of your 5th row of half double crochet, chain 3 and then put 1 regular double crochet into each stitch until you reach the top. And just like when we did our half double crochets, when you get to that middle stitch, you will put 3 regular double crochets into that stitch. I will show you just in case, so your breast cup can come out looking all nice and flawless. So just go ahead and finish up and meet me back here when you're done. Alright, so I'm coming up on my last couple of stitches before I reach the top. So I'm just zooming in so that you can see clearly as to what I'm doing. Again, gray and black, 2 of the worst colors that you could use, but hey, we're gonna work with it. We're gonna do it. So I've located the 3 half double crochets in the same stitch, and I'm just trying to point it out for you guys. Make sure you locate the correct middle stitch because I accidentally put my 3 double crochets in the wrong stitch and it made it look really lopsided and weird. So just make sure you locate the correct stitch. I always like to put my thumb on it just to make sure I have it right. And when you get to that stitch, you're just gonna work 3 regular double crochets into that one stitch, just like you did for your previous 5 rows. It's the same concept. And then, as you already know, you're going to place 1 double crochet into each stitch until you reach the bottom. Then you'll chain 3 and repeat that same process over and over again until it is as big as you need it. I did 6 rows of regular double crochet. You of course do as many as you need or as less as you need. And I'm just showing you one more time how to do it. And I think at this point you got it, so just watch the video and meet me back when we're ready to move on. At this point, I have finished my last row of regular double crochets, and this is what my cup looks like. Sorry, it's a little out of frame. It was hard trying to look through the camera to work, but yeah, this is what your work should look like at this point. And of course you need 2 because you got 2 boobs. So go ahead and tie off. What I do to tie off is I just chain 1, cut my yarn, and then just pull that string through. And you kind of want a long string And I'll tell you why as soon as we get there, but go ahead and create your second cup. I'm not going to show it again, just rewind it and create your second cup, and then meet me back when you're ready to move on to connecting and making the actual bra. So you should have two breast cups of the same size, or bikini cups, whatever you want to call it. And this is why I was telling you to make sure you had a long string. And this is how we are going to connect the two pieces. I'm pretty sure there's a better way of doing this, but this is just kind of how I do it. So I just tie the two strings at the middle, and I do a tie probably like 3 or 4 times just to make sure that it's connected and it's not coming off. So go ahead and connect your pieces any way that you see fit. This is just how I connect them, and this is how it works best for me. And I'm just zooming in just to give you a better view of what I like to do. And again, I like to tie it like 4 or 5 times because I do not want this coming apart. And after you do that, we're going to go ahead and move on to our second part of our cup. So now we're ready to really make this a little bralette, or whatever you want to do with it. So what you want to do is pick one end of your connected bikini top bralette cup pieces and attach your yarn. So the way we're working, it's really awkward because the stitches are going in the opposite direction of how you're crocheting, and there's really no exact science in how to do this. So what I do is I just chain 2, and then wherever I saw an opening or like a little hole, that's where I put a half double crochet. And that's the best way I can explain how to do it. So just try to follow along as best as you can and do your best. So if you can see, I'm not counting anything. If I saw a hole, that's where I put my hook, and that's where I put my double crochet. So just do the best you can and crochet along with me, and I'll meet you back when it's time to do the next part. Alright guys, we are at the middle of our bralette, and I just wanted to show you how I did this middle part because we did just tie it. So what I did was I treated that joining section as just another stitch. So I put 1/2 double crochet right in the middle right there, and then continued crocheting along the other breast cup. The reason I did that was because I didn't feel like the way I did it, tied it on, was secure, and I do not want these two coming apart. So I felt like that just gave it an extra measure to treat it like a stitch and made it really, really strong. So go ahead and do that and crochet all the way along until you get to the other side. And I'm just showing you what I'm doing. We're at our other side, so I just chained 2 and I went right back along. I'm speeding through this because it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to crochet along each side as many times as you want to. I think I did at least 4 or 5 rows. So that's just gonna grow it as long as you need it or want it to be. So I had forgot to mention that I did an increase on both sides on row 2 of the half double crochet. And to do that, it's super easy. Just at the end of each row for row 2, you put 2 half double crochets. So that's all you do for that, and you only do it once, and then the rest is just regular half double crochets for as long as you want it. That's pretty much it for this tutorial. I will be doing another part showing you how to make it longer and how to do a cute little design. And I want to thank everyone for watching this tutorial. I hope that I've explained it well enough and you could follow along. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!